What do you got?
So, I've got a lovely little ditty for you.
You always say
I'm
little ditty. When are you going to give me a big ditty? You always give me these little ditties. It's back to the unpacking. I know.
I like big ditties and I come out live.
It's showtime, folks.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I haven't seen my friend John in a long time. It's been a couple of weeks, even 2 weeks. I start missing you. How are you?
It's only natural, Greg.
Can I touch you?
Yeah, now I'm getting uncomfortable. Now I'm getting flashbacks.
So, what do you say to that? You just unpacked a lot. What do I do with this?
I went to boarding school, so.
More, please. More what? Not that.
Oh, so much to cut. Okay.
So, and how can I ask for more when you haven't even given me anything yet? So you first got to give me something, and then I let you know if I need more. You like that, huh? Is that good? You and I had this down, man. Woo. All right, enough of that nonsense. People they're just slamming the doors. What do you got?
So, I've got a lovely little ditty for you.
When are you going to give me a big ditty? You always give me these little ditties. It's back to the unpacking. I know.
I like big ditties and I come out live. Yeah. So I'm sure you heard of this guy, Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Curtis Mayfield. Didn't he team up with Sly Stone?
Not that I'm aware of, but that doesn't mean he didn't.
So I may be mixing him up, but I definitely know the name. He's funk. He's funk and soul from the 60s and the 70s. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm amazed you haven't heard of him, and there's quite a few tunes that are very famous, but his one is probably not so well known. It's called "Doo Doo Wop Is Strong in Here."
No. No.
You'd remember it.
Yeah, I'm like a juvenile. Yeah. No, cool name. Crazy name, but that makes it cool. So yeah, no. Yeah, bring it on. So you gave me the link. I'll go check it out.
Yep.
And I'll come back.
See you in a bit.
I already love the bass line. All right, enough of that. Let me start off again. This is cool. Oh, the wah-wah.
Leaving me, you know it would hurt me. Snake pits and Lucifer's burn. Can't take the strength I've earned and learned. Green this devil level. All alone. I get stoned. Saw him out, in the shower. Hey, now I claim to be a bad titty sucker, and I plan to stay a black motherfucker. Still death, the same living hell. So I ain't too proud to die here as well.
Ooh. Strings. Oh, wow, it's going crazy. Oh, that's so good.
Check your ears and hope that you're dreaming. This space is all that I need. If these others just allow me to breathe. My woman's handed naked and sick. But when I go, won't be nothing to lick. Give us some of all the hard pain. Make her aching body call for my name. My woman know my passion of needs. So save some of mine if you please. Got to give it up, don't deserve me. If you leave me, baby, know you would hurt me. Hey,
Oh, got the drum all right.
strong in here.
Love the hand claps.
Strong in here. Strong in here. Waking up to find yourself dreaming. Check your fears and hope that you dream. A little space is all that I need. These suckers just allow me to breathe. Slave puts and Lucifer's brains. Can't take the strength I've earned and learned. Left and left of the same living hell. Ain't too proud to die here as well.
Oh, the drum rolls.
In here. Strong. Strong in here. Strong in here. Strong. Strong in here. Strong. Strong in here.
Oh, absolutely. Ah, commercial on the other side with John. Out of the gate, it was so great. Wow, do 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 wow, do wow. It was just like right and it just kind of followed that path, you know, and it was. I mean, I've heard stuff like that. That it's like that funk, that wah wah thing, the bass dropping. At some point I heard like strings come in, but I think they were manufactured strings, you know. But that was cool. That was kind of reminiscent of music back then. You know, when you would have that kind of coming in, made it interesting. You had the bongos that were going on in the background, and it was really cool too. Is that with the wah was going crazy. And what I like what they did with that is that they took that and they put it in the back. I mean, it could have been up front, but they put that in the back because she also had this rhythm guitar that was coming in and in tandem with the wah. That was awesome, you know, because the wah was going crazy. It was probably like maybe the original version of the song had him up front and he was just going nuts. They were like, whoa, this is too much. Let's put him back and we'll put a nice rhythm guitar, you know, you can still hear him, but I don't know. But it was so cool, you know, and that was the thing, cool vibe. It was cool funk soul, the whole entire thing. That is in my wheelhouse. Over the years, that has absolutely become part of my wheelhouse. And I credit Chris, actually, because I mean, I've always loved like Sly Stone, you know, the Family Stone, and other kind of funk. So I always had the ear for that. But Chris also loves that stuff, you know, and you know, so he's given me some stuff over the years too, that has like just kind of fed into that and like expanded. So I love the funk and the soul. I really do. So this was great. I was trying to pick up on the lines. I mean, you know, he repeated it a few times, several times, the name of the song, you know, doo wop is strong here. One line, I ain't too proud to die here. And then he identified himself as a black effer. So I got from the song, you know, again, not really listening to a lot of the lyrics because you know, you just get sort of just wrapped up in the music. But it kind of seemed like an attitude song. And it doesn't mean like he had an attitude like, whoa, what's your problem? I mean, there's a good attitude, there's a bad attitude, there's a strong attitude. He was kind of stating like, you know, making himself known. But that's really vague, but kind of self-identifying himself in many ways. And so hopefully you have some lyrics that you can sort of drop on me here. But yeah, overall, this is really, really, really good song, man.
Okay. Yeah, about the song itself, yeah, you're spot on. The wah, he doesn't stop. It's like at one point they put him in another room down the corridor and he's still going like that. It's crazy. And it just come in for a forefront for a little bit when it sort of breaks down, you know. And I love that. I've always loved that. But there's a lot of checklist with Curtis Mayfield when he does his funky stuff. Vocals, beautiful falsetto, check. You know, crazy congas, that's what they were using. Added percussion, and towards the end it goes absolutely mental. Check. Wah guitar, check. And the strings, they're swirling, aren't they? And it's set 1977, so I think they were probably real.
Oh, I'm thinking this is actually a little earlier. Ooh, okay. Is he playing the wah? Is he on the guitar?
Yeah, he plays guitar, so I'm guessing that must be him. It might be him on the rhythm. I haven't got the notes, but yeah, it will be him.
You know, it could have been him on both too. You know, it could have just been him coming in with what you know, in a double track. Yeah,
he's a very talented guy. The thing about Curtis Mayfield, I absolutely adore him. Is all of his songs, even if there's a certain message to them, which a lot have, this real feel-good music. You cannot help at the end of it. You've got a massive grin on your face when you listen to one of his tunes, even the sort of sadder ones. His voice is full of joy. If it's okay, I'll just tell you very quickly a bit about him to give you a rundown. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, born 1942, Chicago, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
He started when he was 16 with a band called The Impressions, and he went with them for a while. And he wrote the song "People Get Ready," which Rolling Stones voted the 24th best song ever.
Yeah.
And he wrote that when he was about 20, 22. I mean, so they had a lot of success. Then he went solo in 1970, and he did a lot of stuff. The thing about that period, he brought out his first album, just called Curtis. He was the first to bring in social commentary into sort of soul music.
Yeah.
At the same year, Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" came out, but he was before that, months before it. So you had all this going on, and he's credited with being very sort of realistic and bringing this social commentary, not exactly Black Power, but sort of enablement, and the issues about the streets where they lived. He's most famous for that album there, Superfly, which is just brilliant. Yeah. It's a soundtrack to a film. The film isn't great, but his soundtrack is fantastic. And his anti-drugs message is more powerful, the soundtrack, than the actual film. This song is from another film soundtrack called Short Eyes. So what you're talking about, the song with the attitude, this is set in a prison. Short Eyes is prison slang for a paedophile. I've not seen the film. Apparently it's not great.
Wow.
But there's obviously this conflict in there. And from the lyrics he's saying, he's really talking about the whole scene with doo-doo-wop and all this. Like, I don't know, doo-doo-wop is aggro, as in trouble, or it just may be the general drug scene. But he's talking about waking up creaming, which means, jonesing for something else. There's a lot of slang in there, but he paints a pretty horrible picture of what's going on with this guy. That's why he's saying, I ain't afraid to die here, because he's so caught up in all the bullshit of the drug scene. And it may be that that's within the streets or within the actual prison. I say I've not seen the film. Apparently it's not great. The soundtrack's awesome because Curtis Mayfield is awesome. Yeah. Just a couple of key things you may not be aware of. So in 1986, he was performing live and lighting equipment fell on him on stage and paralyzed him from the neck down, which he never recovered from.
Oh, wow.
But he carried on going, and he found that he couldn't play guitar anymore, but he could still sing, but he could only sing lying down, and he would literally let gravity deflate his lungs and chest, and he could sing a line or two, and then he'd have to stop. So he brought out his last album in 1996 called New World Order, which is a great album, but he literally sung it line by line, and he'd have a break for 10 minutes and sing another line. And it's a really nice album. He passed away sadly in 1999 at the age of 57. It was from complications from type 2 diabetes, but I'm guessing with the paralysis and stuff, it was all a bit of a struggle. But still relatively young though, 57.
That is.
But
young.
Yeah, he's left a huge imprint on, especially Black American, sort of culture, and what he put through in the 70s. Unbelievable. So yeah, I'm glad you like this. I thought you would.
Yeah, I have to get into more of his stuff. This is great. It really is.
Yeah, it's uplifting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, cool. All right. So I guess I'll take us out and say, John, thank you. Thank you a lot. That's great. And go pack up all that stuff you left out before. Go deal with that. Your big ditties or whatever. And to everyone out there, I really hope you liked the song and reaction. If you did, hit the like button, slam it, smash it, and join, subscribe if you haven't already. And with that said, we'll see all of you on the next episode of John.
Into the music.